This F-86 fighter jet is for sale, and I'm gonna try to buy it. Not only is this F-86 fighter jet for sale, that gigantic plane behind me is for sale, that airplane's for sale, that project airplane is for sale, that thing is for sale, and then there's a whole hangar full of cool stuff that's for sale. I don't know what to do because I'm a little overwhelmed right now, if I'm honest with you. But let's just start here with this. My understanding is this F-86 flew in here, and with, I don't know how much work, probably a lot, it would fly again. Let's bird. Oh, well, there's no engine in it. Maybe he said they took the engine out and they were going through it because they had a turbine blade. I think that might have been what it was. Come on, how cool is that? Silas, this is pretty cool, huh? Okay, and then this monster thing right here, I was told that this one, I think, is sold. So he sold this one already. They're just trying to figure out how to get it out of here, I guess. My understanding is that it still flies, or it can fly with just a little bit of work. This one right here is still for sale. It's got 2 gigantic radial engines in it. And my understanding is, originally, this was a Navy airplane used to hunt submarines. This one was converted to be a firefighting airplane. So apparently, it's got the belly doors down there, and they would fly, fill it up, and then they'd fly off to the fire. The belly door would open, they'd put all the dispersant and stuff like that, come back and land, fill it up, and do it again. Because they were so good at landing and taking off in very short distances, and these engines are hugely powerful, so they could carry a lot of weight. An R-1820. This is awesome. Whoa. I don't think that's a bird. That is something not a bird. Okay, I'm gonna get attacked. Needs some work. He said one engine was good. The other engine was frozen because I guess a bunch of water got down inside and froze up the inside of the engine, whatever that means. So that one's a project right there, but for sale. This one over here is for sale as well. Same thing as that one, just that one's the done version. And this one is the flew in version. Oh, there's lots of birds in this one. Oh, which brings us to the T-28A Alpha model, which apparently, from what I'm told, has a slightly less horsepower engine than the later ones. And that's why it makes it a little bit not as desirable as some of the later ones. But this was his first airplane that he rebuilt at the age of 25 years old. And he was still flying this up to about 6 or 7 years ago. Amazing stuff. An R-1300. Woo! Yep, birds in this one too. I'm also told that the pilots had to learn how to fly this before they would hop in the P-51s. Makes sense. I'm not gonna climb up on this thing without him being here with me because I don't want to break anything. Now let's go in the hangar where he's got the good stuff. Next on the list is this cute little thing right here. Look familiar? It's just like the one I had from Garrett from Cletus, except this one's different color, of course. It's also an older one, and apparently it's the first ever civilian helicopter in Canada. Whatever that's worth. They said it was flying before they brought it in here and parked it. They were flying it quite a bit, but it hasn't been flown, I want to say, for about 10 or 15 years now. It's probably going to need a little bit of work, but it is for sale and it could fly again. They said they had the blades somewhere. I don't know where they are, but somewhere. Transmission's supposed to be new. The engine's supposed to have like only 200 or 300 hours on it. 2 fuel tanks. I mean, this thing looks pretty good. You want to know what else is for sale? That. It's a Jeep with a huge cannon thing on it. Look. Is that the rounds for that thing? Whoa. So what is this? Is it a 30 millimeter?
It's a 50
A
millimeter
50?
tracer.
Gosh.
Run this thing around anywhere you want to.
Man. And these are, he was telling me these are the 105 millimeter shells that this thing shoots. Golly. My second favorite thing in here that's for sale is this. Is that the most evil villain thing you've ever seen in your life? If you want to go terrorize your neighborhood, you're going to do it in this. And nobody is going to give you crap about it. Oh. Watch your head. Oh, heck yes. I would drive the snot out of this thing. Silas, would you drive this to school?
Absolutely. Every single day.
Well, he's back there in that half track, which I can't blame him. So the story is they have the museum here. Ironically, it's also where Dave Sparks came, and he, I guess, was looking at buying that. And I don't know the status on any of that. And that was maybe about a year ago now. But I know a lot of this stuff in here have been sold already. And unfortunately, that has been sold, which is sad because that thing is pretty awesome. The little Schweitzer I know is still available, or the Hughes, same difference. The Apache attack helicopter, yeah, that's my favorite thing in here. It's a civilian Apache attack helicopter. And he said it has the big engine that makes 1,800 horsepower. Yes. Rockets. I mean, come on. Got a little turret gun. I don't think that's functional, so, you know, we'll leave that. The pilot would sit in the back. The gunner would sit up front. Comments, start loading the comments because I don't know the first thing about these other than I've seen them on movies and they're flipping awesome. But if you've worked on them, flown them, let me know in the comments. And I mean, the size of those blades are like this big. They're just huge. Oh, look at that. This thing will definitely convert some money to noise. And this is not a Chinook. It is a slightly smaller Marine called a Frog, I think. Again, way outside of what I know anything about. Just going off of mostly Dave's video for this kind of stuff. It kind of blows my mind that civilians can own this stuff. We are now at their other location where they have a few more projects to look at. I mean, you gotta love the old square body right there. It still is just wild to me that the value on these things have gone up so much.
Really?
I mean, we used to find one of these things for $500 and $1,000, and now they're like $10,000 or more.
It's even a low mileage one there.
Gosh.
Sure.
That's not for sale, is it?
Might be.
Really?
It's his dad's truck.
Oh, okay. Probably not then. Got Jeeps and wings and what are all the wings and stuff? What is this? Is this, I don't know what these, what are?
This is the T-34, I believe, here.
Oh,
And that's
very
those
cool.
are the wings, and that's the tail, I believe. No, that's not the tail. I don't know what that's the tail's for.
Interesting. Yeah, the T-34 is a Beechcraft, and it has the normal nose. Were these a 470 powered or the 520? Some sort of big Continental engine. And that's one of the projects, the O2 project right there. And this is one of the other ones right here. So these were kind of funky. They got an engine in the front and the back, so it's a centerline thrust. One's, pushing air this way, the other one's pushing air that way. Now, ironically, to get your multi-engine license, you can't actually do it in this because there's no thrust outside. So you actually have to do a multi-engine with engines that are out on the wing to get a full multi-engine license, even though these have multi-engines. And here, if you want to see one, what it looks like done is that, and that is right there, that airplane over there. What I understand, Dave, and maybe you can add some light to this, They discovered when they got this airplane, it was the actual combat airplane from Laos and has quite a number of kills and things like that, right? It's just wild. They have hard points, I thought they did, somewhere on this, don't they? Where they had the rocket boosters and...
Yeah, they're here.
Or I guess this is where they would have went, where these panels right here.
Here's the electrical.
Yeah, so that's the connector there. So it would have had rockets out here and bombs and other things. And they took out, you know, all kinds of artillery and trucks and supply. It's kind of wild. Just crazy. And this one is fully restored and it's a flying... Yeah, they said it flies great and it's super good to go. And there is the project of the hour. So Dave, my understanding is this thing, new transmission, new engine, new all the stuff, just needs to be put together.
That's it. Yep.
And new blades, all that stuff, right? Yep. Wow. This one might actually be one to look at. I mean, brand new glass, still has the plastic on it. It's a brand new airplane. Or helicopter airplane. It's cold. Wait, because what do we got? What do we got going here? I just found this laying on top of it in the description. BT-13. So that's what this thing is. Basic Trainer BT and then the 13A. So this would have been the step before the T6. It's a single engine, 2-place, all metal, semi-stressed skin, internally braced, low-wing monoplane equipped with a fixed landing gear, hydraulic wheel base, stowable, yeah. So this was your first time you'd get in an airplane. This is essentially the 172 of World War II stuff. Cool. So that's what this is. And he says he thinks they have all the stuff for it. We just got to find it. And it's powered by a Pratt & Whitney 985. 450 horse 985. This definitely would be something that I would be interested in. Again, assuming that we can find most of it. Oh, Silas, check this out. The original mule or whatever they call them. Is that what?
Yeah, they call it a mule. Yeah.
Oh, they do. This is the mule. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
2-cylinder closed engine.
14 horsepower.
And it's this one's got electric start on it, but typically they come with a pull starter on them.
Really?
Yeah. See how the pull starter was right here.
Can I sit on it?
Yeah. It's not that bad.
So we're now at yard number 4, something like that. And we think this might be where some of those helicopter parts are. And we're also looking for the BT-13 parts as well. And, oh, found some. So we got the center section for the wings here for that BT-13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The wings are out there. Down
Oh.
a little bit further.
Okay. Oh yeah, and this had it was a fixed gear.
There's the wings right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, fantastic.
They're in pretty fair shape, I think.
Okay.
Caved in or wrecked or anything.
Yeah.
They just need stripped and painted up, I believe.
Doesn't look like any major corrosion on it either.
It's, well, nothing's going to corrode out here.
Right. I didn't know if it came from East Coast or somewhere. All right. Well, that's bonus. Got the engine. Still need to be gone through, I'm guessing. Yeah, probably does.
Probably not on the mount.
Okay. So we got at least a core for an engine.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think he's got the whole thing. And he did call back on that tail. He said he hasn't seen it, but he says he's pretty sure it's there.
I just want my wife to know this is what our yard is going to look like soon. That's just that it just happens this way. What in the world should we put an offer in on? What should we really go after? I don't know. Subscribe so you can find out what ends up happening with all this stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.